Hi,
Hey,
I'm Mark, and this is my hippie voodoo crazy oil wife, Karen.
I never get tired of hearing that.
Yeah,
Anyway, we're really excited to share our story, and we thought that we would give you both of our perspectives, how we got introduced to the oils and where we were and where we are now.
yeah, we came at it very differently. When you see our personal videos, I'm sure you'll figure out that uh, Karen embraced the oils and their ability to support wellness long before I did, which I don't think is different for most men and women. But we really appreciate you taking a few minutes to watch our videos, and hope you enjoy them.
See you on the other side. Hey, I'm Karen. I am silver, and I ranked in August, and I thought maybe I would give you a little bit of the background of why I got involved in the essential oils. When I was about 50 or almost 50, I was having a lot of problems with various symptoms that are normally associated with menopause. I was having hot flashes, lack of libido, terrible concentration, just no focus. Um, I just couldn't concentrate on anything. I would literally come out of Walmart and not be able to find my car. I was the one, if you live in St. Louis, you may have seen me. I was the one that was going up and down the aisles crying because I couldn't find my car. Driving down the highway and forget where I'm going and just totally pass up the exit. So it was very frustrating for me. Plus the fact that I was so tired all the time. I took a couple naps a day. I could have probably taken more, but I coffeed my way through it. And it was just really frustrating. And I knew that that's not how I was supposed to be living. There were a lot of people that would go through menopause and they didn't have these type of symptoms. So what was wrong with me? So I go to the doctor, and the doctor takes all the tests and checks my thyroid and checks my hormones and tells me that everything is normal. And I'm sorry, that's just the way it is, and you're just aging, and try to do it gracefully. And so that infuriated me. I'm like, there's got to be an answer. So it came to a tipping point when I was driving one day. I was coming back from the doctor's office, actually, and I got so tired driving and did everything I could, turned the radio up, rolled the windows down, whatever I could do to try to stay awake. I just got off the highway, and I was just a couple miles away from my house, and I'm like, I don't even know if I can make it. Turned in the subdivision, and it's really kind of scary when you do fall asleep because it happens so quickly you don't even know. But I did fall asleep. The car went off the road, and that woke me up. And I thank God that it was the only place in our subdivision where there weren't any houses. It was 2 empty lots. And I'm just so thankful that I wasn't on the highway when it happened, and I didn't run over anybody in our neighborhood when it happened. But that was the wake-up call for me I need to find answers. I need to get this issue solved. So I went to a nutritionist who was an acupuncturist, and she did the acupuncture. It didn't do anything for me, for anything. It didn't help any of the menopausal symptoms. It didn't help with my energy levels. So she said, well, maybe it's an issue with your gut. Maybe we need to work on a diet or cleanses or detoxes. So we did all that, and she added supplements, and I wasn't seeing any change whatsoever. So she told me, you are the second worst patient I ever had, and I don't know anything else to offer you. I'm like, well, thanks a lot. So she said, why don't you go see a integrative physician, and she referred me to somebody that she trusted. So I thought, okay, good. Now I'm going to get to the bottom of things. And I was excited when I went into his office. He was patient with me. He spent 3 hours with me on my first visit. We poured over everything and all the possibilities. And he said, let's just, click these off one by one and see if we can figure out what the problem is. So we started with candida issues, yeast overgrowth in the gut. And let's put you on some antifungals. And then it was, my blood pressure was 88/56. And so, well, let's get you some prescription potassium. And then it was my adrenals. Well, how about some hydrocortisone and some fluorocortisone? And then it was my hormones. Okay, well, let's put you on progesterone pills and estrogen creams and our estrogen patches and testosterone creams. And then, I don't know what else we tried. Then it was, well, maybe you need some specific amino acids. So I took specially formulated amino acid powder and multivitamins and DHEA and vitamin D3 and vitamin B12 injections. Then I was doing IV nutritional therapy. And then my hair started falling out. And they put me on another prescription for that. So it was just too much. It was just too much. I was taking a handful of supplements every day and all of those pills. And it was making me really sick. And I said, I can't do this anymore. I can't live like this. So I was looking on Facebook one day and I saw a blog that was posted by a friend of mine talking about how essential oils can help with some wellness issues, and some of them were a lot more serious than what I was going through. So I thought, well, golly, maybe I should try this. So I purchased a kit, and actually it's kind of funny. So I purchased a kit, and as soon as it got here, I ripped it open. I was so excited that the oils were here finally, and I had heard that peppermint was wonderful for energy. So that's the first thing that I pulled out of the kit. And I just salt shakered it all over my palm, and I rubbed my hands together, and I smeared it all over my face. And if you know what happened. My face felt like it was on fire. So and I'm screaming, and I'm running over to the sink, and I'm splashing water on my face. And then it was really on fire, and then it had turned red. And this is tip number 1. Read the label on the oil, because I should have just, I should have read the label and I didn't, but I was so excited about the possibility of these oils helping me wake up. So that's my funny story. Anyway, so I got the oils, I started using them. I was seeing some benefits. I got on ER right away because I knew that I wanted to start drinking the Ninja Red on a regular basis, and so that was a no-brainer to get that order every month and earn some points besides. And so I started drinking that, and it helped a little bit with the energy, but the big kicker was when I added the adrenal blend to the mix, when I did the nutmeg, clove, and rosemary on my back. Now again, remember, I was taking a couple naps a day, so I was really in a bad way. So I was doing that 3 times a day. But I'm telling you, within 2 weeks, I woke up. It was unreal to me. I couldn't even believe it. So you can imagine me going to my husband and telling him that these oils helped me wake up. Well, that was, I got a lot of scoffing looks from him and name calling. But anyway, it worked. It worked. And little by little, I thought, well, golly, these oils are really balancing out my body, so much so I don't know if I need to take this medicine anymore. So little by little, I weaned myself off of all my medications because the oils were doing such a good job of balancing my body, promoting that balance and maintaining it, that I didn't need to take the medicine anymore. So much so that I was able to go off of my thyroid medicine that I had been on for about 28 years. And that was achieved through not only the adrenal blend, but also using the Thyromin supplements at night. And so it was just, to me, I'd have to say that if I had not already exhausted all of the other avenues, I don't know if I would have even entertained the thought of using essential oils. That would have not been one of my first inclinations. So I had to get to that point where I didn't have many other options before I made the decision to try them out, and I'm so glad I did. It's just amazing to be alive and awake and productive and have clear thoughts and have focus again and not be burdened down with a medicine cabinet full of junk that's just clogging up my body. So the really cool thing is that I saved almost everything that I was taking before on a daily basis. And I no longer have to take any of that, and instead I get to use this. And I mean, really, which is better? This is just so exciting for me to be able to share all this. So you can imagine how excited I was when the oils worked, right? I wanted to shout it from the rooftops. I wanted to tell everybody that I met. And I was so excited, and actually I got in touch with Jody and said, hey, the oils are working. This is working for me. And of course she was not surprised by that. So, and she's like, well, what do you think you'd like to do this as a business? I'm like, no, thank you. If I find anyone that's interested in enrolling, I will refer them to you. So I'm running around all giddy telling everybody how the oils are working for me and how I'm off of all my medications. And so I tell a person my story and they're like, wow, that's really cool. I think I'd like to get a kit. So I'm like, hey, Jody, so-and-so wants a kit. And then 3 days later, I'm telling my story to somebody else and they're like, I think I'd like to buy a kit. So I'm calling Jody again, going, Jody, I have another person. And I think it was like the 7th or 8th person within 2 to 3 month period of time. And I finally go, oh, wait a minute. I should be doing this as a business. It was that easy. And it took me actually just going out and sharing my story to realize that that's all it took. I was just happy and wanted to share the good news of the oils to other people so that they would not have to go through the issues that I was going through. So in July of 2015, which was almost a year after I started using the oils, I had made a decision then that I'd like to try to do it as a business. And that was, it was then a year later that I ranked to silver. And again, ranking to silver was a really cool thing. It was a great accomplishment, and I'm really happy there, and happy that I achieved that. But it's the whole journey. It's the whole getting to know people. It's the whole having them share their story with you. Feel comfortable enough that they can talk to you about some of these real issues that are going on in their life, and being able to get that happy text or that happy email or that happy phone call of, oh my gosh, the oils worked for me, and to know that their lives are significantly better by the oils than they were before, and how then I have another friend, then I have another relationship, and it's just been making more and more friends along the way. That it's been really very meaningful to me and very gratifying, and I love what I do. It's my jam, and I just want to continue sharing. It's just, I don't know, it's just an amazing thing. I feel very blessed to be part of this organization, and I love all the people I work with, and just thanks a lot. I really appreciate you listening to my story, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
So I wanted to talk to you a few minutes tonight about my story with essential oils. Some of you guys have seen some of my other videos, and you know that when my wife started using essential oils, I wasn't super excited about it. I was skeptical, but she had incredible results and just saw a major improvement in how she felt, the energy level she had. She was in such dire straits and fell asleep while she was driving, which was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back for her, and sent her down this journey of trying all kinds of different medicines and things. But it was really the essential oils that helped her turn the corner. And after months of feeling better and feeling more energetic and just kind of turning her whole life around, um, I was sitting there going, well, that's not fair that she should get all the benefit from it. And I'd been so skeptical about it, it was hard to admit that she could be right. But I said, okay, coach, I'm going to let you tell me what to do for 3 months. Okay. And I did that, and it really wasn't that hard. She put me on a number of essential oils, what she called an adrenal blend to boost my adrenals. She said, well, Idaho Blue Spruce, that has been shown to help support healthy testosterone levels, and at my age, yeah, I can get all the testosterone I can get. So in 3 months, I lost 35 pounds. Yeah, I haven't felt this good in I don't know how many years. It's just been an incredible turnaround for me. And I was thinking about what my journey was like. And I was kind of on a downward spiral. And I don't know if you're on the same spiral. But I was in this spiral where, you know, I get really busy. And because I'm so busy, I get tired. Oh, and I'm so tired because I'm so busy. And then I get sluggish and I just want to sit on the couch because I'm tired. And then while I'm sitting on the couch, I might as well have some peanuts or some nachos, right? So you overeat a little bit and you start getting a little heavier, and then you're tireder and you're more sluggish because you're not eating good, and you repeat that cycle and you repeat that cycle and you repeat that cycle until you're dead. So for me, it was the essential oils that helped me break that cycle. And I started to have more energy, and I started to, well, I can walk. Yeah, sure. Well, let's go for a 20-minute walk every day. I can do that. And so that little bit of exercise and that little bit of energy made me feel better. And when you feel better, I said, well, maybe I don't need to eat as much. I'm not sitting on the couch watching TV, so I'm actually eating a little healthier, and weight started coming off, and I started feeling more active and more energetic. And now I'm busy, but I'm alive, and I'm not tired, and I'm not sluggish. And for me, that was really important. Now, some of you may have heard me say before that I'm an engineer, and really don't believe anything unless I see the data. And my wife had showed me some data on things that were her health issues, like her thyroid and stuff, where all of a sudden her lab reports are coming back good. And to me, it's always been cholesterol. Over the years, my triglycerides have been getting worse, and no matter what I did, and I've lost weight in the past. I went, like everybody else, I did the Atkins thing, and I lost a bunch of weight, but it didn't help my cholesterol, and I wasn't feeling any better. But a strange thing happened about 4 or 5 months into this change that I let my wife coach me on. I went through my regular checkup that I get through work, and all of a sudden, all my scores are good. I'm telling you that from in 2012 they were bad, in 2013 they were bad, 14 bad, the trend of my cholesterol being bad and high risk. And all of a sudden, in 5 months of doing this, all of my scores and my cholesterol are perfect. Data. So all of this happened really in 2016, this past year. I started in April when I told Karen that I'd do whatever she said. And, you know, you can see a picture of me in April where I weighed 215 pounds. I had a 36-inch waist. I'm wearing an extra large shirt. And then within 4 months, I had lost that 35 pounds. I'm wearing 32-inch waist. I'm wearing a medium shirt. And that's a picture of me with my daughter who was getting married. Big change. Wasn't that much effort. So you may be asking, well, what exactly did you do? So let me share that with you. So I used 3 essential oils, clove, nutmeg, and rosemary, every morning, 3 drops each on my lower back. Just put it in the palm of your hand, rub it on your lower back. It's really hard, you know, tough stuff. I used Idaho blue spruce. I put 4 drops on my inner forearm, right in here. Just put it on there, rub them together twice a day, once in the morning when I got up, and once at night when I went to bed. Tough stuff again. I know it's really hard. You have to do that. I drank lots more water than I normally do. Karen had me drinking about 100 ounces of water a day. I just, you know, and it kind of, when I felt better, I didn't drink the coffee because it wasn't so sluggish, and just, I think the water helped a lot. And I drank 2 ounces of Ninja antioxidant drink. That's a Young Living antioxidant product. It's great, provides you lots of energy. 2 ounces of that in the morning with breakfast. I would walk, not a lot, 8,000 steps a day. It did about 25 minutes between my normal work, walking from the parking lot into work, etc. It took about an extra 25 minutes a day to walk to get the 8,000 steps a day. And I tracked my food carefully. I didn't eat any different food. I don't eat that real unhealthy, but I did track what I ate, and I made sure that I was not eating more than I was burning. And since I was watching my steps, I had a Fitbit, you know, and that's all I did. It wasn't that hard. So why did I do it? Really, it comes down to my grandkids. I have a lot of heart disease in my family. My grandpa died of a heart attack. My uncle died of a heart attack. My dad has had a couple heart attacks, open heart surgery. My brother had open heart surgery. I was just old, fat, and tired, sitting on the couch waiting for my heart attack to show up. You know, thought I don't really have to live that way. And, you know, I didn't really know my grandpa. He died when I was 2. This picture that you're seeing is the only memory I have of him in a picture, because I don't know if there were really any other pictures of him and I together. Didn't want to be that way with my grandkids. Some of you know that my oldest granddaughter was diagnosed with a brain tumor this year. She's had 2 brain surgeries and radiation treatment, is getting ready to start chemo, doing really well with the treatments. I just definitely want to be there for my grandkids, watch them grow up. I want to see them get married and see them get started in life right. And it's important to me. And I would think it would be important to you too. So that's my why. And I'm sure you have a why as well. So I hope you like our videos. We're not
Professionals.
videographers. Oh, no, not by any stretch of the imagination. We're kind of old people that struggle with our iPhones, but kind of had fun making them and hope you enjoyed them. And you probably realize that I don't think, you know, as skeptical as I used to, and I really appreciate Karen bringing oils into our life, and it has made a huge difference. And
Yeah, and
really
it's
enjoyed
been great to get just the community of people that we've met along the way, and just to have that like-mindedness about health and wellness, and naturally, it's just been a real benefit to us. We made a lot of friendships so far, and we're looking forward to what's coming next. So thanks a lot for joining us.